Hey everyone, welcome to our channel Mental Game. Today we are going to discuss about things to do in every argument. Stay calm and respectful. Maintaining a respectful and composed demeanor is crucial. Avoid raising your voice, insulting the other person, or resorting to personal attacks. Focus on the issues, not the person. Listen actively. Pay close attention to what the other person is saying. Understand their perspective and concerns before formulating your response. This shows that you respect their viewpoint and can help you address their arguments more effectively. Use logic and reasoning. Present your arguments logically and coherently. Use evidence, facts, and statistics to support your points. Avoid logical fallacies, such as ad hominem attacks or strawman arguments. Empathize. Try to see the issue from the other person's perspective. This can help you tailor your arguments to address their concerns and demonstrate that you are open to understanding their viewpoint. Ask questions. Ask clarifying questions to ensure you fully understand the other person's position. This can also help uncover any weaknesses or inconsistencies in their argument. Stay focused. Stick to the main issue and avoid going off topic or getting sidetracked. Address the core points of contention before moving on to related topics. Use persuasive techniques. Employ rhetorical devices and persuasive techniques like analogies, metaphors, or storytelling to make your arguments more compelling. Stay informed. Be well informed about the topic you're discussing. This includes knowing the relevant facts, data, and counterarguments. A well-prepared argument is more likely to be persuasive. Appeal to values and emotions. Depending on the context, appealing to shared values or emotions can be effective. People are often influenced by their emotions and personal beliefs. Offer solutions. Don't just critique the other person's argument. Provide practical and constructive solutions when appropriate. This can demonstrate your commitment to finding common ground. Admit when you're wrong. If you realize you made a mistake or your argument is flawed, be willing to admit it. This shows intellectual honesty and can enhance your credibility. Know when to walk away. Not all arguments can be won. Sometimes, it's best to agree to disagree and maintain a civil and respectful relationship rather than pushing a point that won't change someone's mind. Follow up. After the argument, consider following up with additional information or resources that support your position. This can help influence the other person's perspective over time. Use nonverbal communication. Your body language, tone of voice, and facial expressions can significantly impact how your arguments are received. Maintain good eye contact, use open and non-threatening gestures, and keep your tone calm and measured. Be patient. Some people may need time to process information and change their minds. Be patient and allow for the possibility of gradual persuasion rather than expecting instant results. Find common ground. Identify shared values or goals with the other person. Highlighting areas of agreement can help create a more positive atmosphere and build a foundation for compromise. Consider the audience. If you're arguing in a public setting or with an audience, remember that your goal may be to persuade the audience, not necessarily the person you're debating. Tailor your arguments to appeal to the broader audience's sensibilities. Practice active listening. Beyond understanding the other person's perspective, actively acknowledge their points. You can say things like, "I see what you're saying," or, "That's an interesting point." This shows that you are engaged and respectful. Use humor wisely. Humor can be a powerful tool to diffuse tension and make your arguments more relatable. However, be cautious not to use sarcasm or humor that may offend or belittle others. Avoid generalizations. Be specific in your arguments and avoid making sweeping generalizations or assumptions. Base your claims on concrete evidence and data. Stay open to compromise. Winning an argument doesn't always mean getting everything you want. Be open to finding middle ground or compromising on some points to reach a mutually agreeable solution. Recognize cognitive biases. Be aware of cognitive biases, both in yourself and in others. People often have preconceived notions that can affect their judgment. Gently point out biases when appropriate. Practice, practice, practice. Engaging in respectful arguments is a skill that can be improved with practice. The more you engage in discussions, the better you'll become at presenting your ideas effectively. Reflect on your own beliefs. Periodically assess your own beliefs and arguments critically. Be open to refining your position if new evidence or perspectives emerge. Learn from others. Pay attention to how skilled debaters and communicators handle arguments. You can learn valuable techniques and strategies by observing others. Stay courteous post-argument. Regardless of the outcome, maintain courtesy and respect after the argument. Don't hold grudges, and be willing to continue engaging in civil discourse with the other person. Understand your audience. Tailor your arguments to your audience's knowledge, values, and interests. Different audiences may require different approaches. Use the Socratic method. Instead of directly contradicting the other person, ask thought-provoking questions that lead them to reconsider their position. This can be a more subtle and effective way to persuade. Avoid overloading with information. While facts and evidence are important, presenting too much information at once can overwhelm your audience. Focus on the most critical and relevant points. Employ the steel man technique. Rather than attacking the weakest version of your opponent's argument, a straw man, strive to understand and represent their argument in its strongest form, a steel man. Then, address the strongest version of their argument. Practice empathetic communication. Show empathy and understanding toward the emotions and experiences of the other person. This can help diffuse tension and make them more receptive to your perspective. Use visual aids. Depending on the context, visual aids like charts, graphs, or images can make your arguments more compelling and easier to understand. Build credibility. Establish yourself as a credible source of information on the topic. This may involve referencing your qualifications or citing respected experts and sources. Appeal to ethical considerations. If applicable, appeal to ethical principles and values that both you and your audience share. Discussing the moral implications of an issue can be persuasive. Stay flexible. Be open to adjusting your position if presented with compelling evidence or persuasive arguments. Admitting that you're willing to reconsider your viewpoint can enhance your credibility. Avoid escalation. If an argument becomes heated or unproductive, consider taking a break or stepping away from the discussion temporarily. It's often more productive to return to the conversation with a cooler head. Use I statements. When expressing your viewpoint, use I statements to convey your feelings and thoughts without sounding accusatory. For example, say, "I believe that," rather than, "You're wrong because." Frame the argument positively. Present your ideas in a positive light rather than focusing solely on what you oppose. Show how your position can lead to beneficial outcomes. Seek feedback. After an argument or debate, ask for feedback from others to understand how you can improve your argumentation and communication skills. Know when to disengage. Sometimes, it's best to disengage from a discussion that is becoming unproductive, repetitive, or hostile. You can always return to it later or seek common ground through different means. So, now you know what to do in an argument. Make sure to check out other videos. Like, share, subscribe, and don't forget hit bell notification button. Thanks for watching.